Sophie Sierra and Rob Warne revealed they had been separated for 2 months during their first 90-day fiancé. Happily Ever After, Season 8 episode. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. 90-day fiancé. Happily Ever After. Couple Sophie Sierra and Rob Warne Season 8 journey started on a shocking note when they revealed they split within a few months of getting married. Sophie is a 24-year-old from London and Rob is a 33-year-old from Kansas City, Missouri, who met on Instagram and found each other to be cute. Sophie thought Rob was the man she had been looking for the whole time, and this is it, which led to her getting married to him in 2022. The couple documented their journey to the altar on 90-day Fiancé Season 10. Soon after they got married, Sophie and Rob decided to get a fresh start. Sophie and Rob moved to Austin, Texas, to get a fresh start. They expanded their family. Rob and Sophie adopted 6 pet tarantulas. However, just after a few months of being married, Sophie and Rob's fighting continued. Sophie decided to move out and live with her new best friend in Austin, a woman named Kay. Sophie had an interest in dating mixed-race men and was following an Instagram page that featured biracial models. She noticed Rob's profile on the page and took an instant liking to him. While Rob claimed he was used to getting attention from unknown women on social media, Sophie's profile caught his attention. Rob and Sophie started chatting over DM and soon moved to FaceTime, where their first call lasted for over 8 hours. Sophie and Rob decided to get into a long-distance relationship. Sophie realized they were from opposite sides of the world. Sophie admitted that she and Rob were completely different from each other. She thought that what brought them together were their similar childhood experiences in terms of facing racism and being bullied at school while trying to fit in. Instead, Rob never let Sophie feel like they had anything in common. He described Sophie as a rich and spoiled princess. Rob thought Sophie wanted a luxurious life, when all she wanted was a comfortable place to stay with a bathroom in it. Eventually, Sophie was willing to live in Rob's one-room studio apartment. However, she thought that her wanting a divot was the bare minimum. Rob accused Sophie of always asking for something. Sophie said Rob was doing odd jobs in America, and it was frustrating to her because she had been trying to get Rob to move out for months. Sophie accused Rob of having had a lot of time to find a good job and change the situation he was in, but not doing some of the things a real man was supposed to do. Sophie knew that Rob had online cheated on her. Before she moved to the U.S., she still decided to give Rob one more chance. Rob and Sophie had a rough patch during COVID-19 when they weren't speaking for a while. Rob had met a woman online who he started chatting with. Someone had messaged Sophie saying, "Look what your boyfriend's been doing." Sophie found out Rob had sent the woman sexual photos of himself. Sophie insisted she knew everything there was to know about Rob after having known him for almost 3 years. Sophie had a dream that Rob was cheating on her, and as it turns out he was. Sophie had checked Rob's phone where she found that Rob was getting naked photos from other women on Snapchat. Rob was engaging with these women, then requesting videos. Having a fun time with some other partner, that's cheating, Sophie told the cameras. She even briefly moved out of Rob's apartment, only to reconcile with him, and later claim he hadn't cheated. Sophie suddenly didn't consider online cheating as cheating. She said she had access to Rob's location at all times. She had secretly started tracking Rob's phone and knew exactly where he was, and how he was to know that he had never been with any other woman in person. Sophie and Rob had several other disputes on the show, such as their disagreement over having children, him buying her the cheapest engagement ring, not treating her mom with respect, and her sexuality after she finally came out as bisexual to him. Sophie spoke about Rob not knowing anything about her during her first episode. The friend named Maya Sophie was talking to didn't even know about Sophie being bisexual. Sophie said her first ever crush was when she was 5 years old, and it was a girl. Sophie had always known, but she pushed it aside because it was easier for her to date men. Rob's friend, Tori, had seen Sophie on the dating app Bumble and told Rob, but Sophie insisted she was there to make friends. Sophie even met a woman named Soraya, but wasn't romantically interested in her. However, Sophie was in bed in her first ever 90-day fiancé. Happily Ever After, Season 8 episode with a woman named Kay. Sophie was seen telling Kay that she was having the best time since Kay let her live in her house. Kay told Sophie she was welcome in her home any time. "My home is your home," Kay told Sophie. Meanwhile, Rob called Kay the bane of his existence, who was ruining his life. Rob didn't like Kay being in Sophie's ear. Rob believed that 90 days weren't enough for them to figure it all out. They were not sure about where they were in their relationship. Rob thought that the 90 days worked against them more than helping them discover each other. Rob had not seen his wife in 2 months. To him, it didn't sound like they were even married. While there were initially rumors of 90-day fiancés Sophie and Rob having split and stayed separately in 2023, Reddit user Lemaglow's now deleted post revealed that they are back together in 2024. The fans' investigation of Rob and Sophie's Instagram pages led them to a pink neon sign, which would be seen in the backdrop of both Sophie and Rob's IG updates. The couple met up on 90-day fiancé. Happily Ever After, Season 8 to discuss a reconciliation where Sophie admitted that their love was really strong and they were going to keep trying.